don't want your makeup to look overdone, you know, like this. Hey guys, welcome back. It's got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and my favorites are just kind of like, I don't know, continuing fall sort of colors. I have a liquid shadow that I love. It is so pretty. I really like the formula on it. I do have a like semi-Fooey for this week, and then I love this lip color, so I've got some good things to share with you. So if you are new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, reviews, get ready with me's, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we were chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to it. Okay, so I will say the like semi-Fooey, and I say semi because for the price, this is totally fine. This is the LA Colors Nude, Color Vibe Nude eyeshadow palette. This is, I mean, for $2, I think it is, it's totally fine. It is workable. You can get some really pretty looks with this. I did use it this week, and I actually ended up really liking one of the eye looks, but I do find some of these colors a little bit difficult to build up. When I'm swatching them, they look totally fine right now, but just a couple of them, like when I was applying them, I was kind of having to go over it multiple times, especially kind of like the blending shade, but this is so funny. As I'm swatching them, I'm like, this looks totally fine, especially for $2. And that's why I say like a semi-Fooey, you know what I mean? Because if this were $7, I would say, yeah, it's probably an overall, just it's a Fooey. But for the price, I mean, it's fine. It's workable. But if you're gonna spend $2 on this, I would say spend $3 or $4 on one of the e.l.f. little bite-sized palettes. See, like even looking at it in a swatch, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like super richly pigmented. You know what I mean? But it does have a pretty color story in it. I would say if you're, you know, newer to makeup and you don't want your makeup to look overdone and just, you know, like this, like a lot of makeup, and you just want it to be kind of more soft and a little more subtle, then this would be a perfect little palette to start with, especially for the price point. I'm trying to remember, I think I actually bought this twice accidentally. I think I first time bought it at Walmart, and then I think I got it at Dollar General, not realizing I already had it. So I think you can, you know, find it multiple places. But yeah, the little LA Girl Nude Color Vibe palette. Then I busted out this palette again, and when you use this palette and just see the richness of the pigmentation and just how good the formula is, you know, that's kind of what I sort of think about like when I'm using that other palette, is just how good this one is. And even like the e.l.f. one, you know, there's just some really good affordable palettes and shadows out there now. So this is the LA Girl eyeshadow palette in Sun-Kissed Glow. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. I don't know, I hope this is still around because this is such a great neutral but beautiful palette. One thing I was really liking this week is using just a deep shadow color as my smudgy liner, and I was really liking that kind of diffused look. So I have this one and this one on, and you can kind of tell that I used it as my little liner because you can see the little dots in it, but I used those as my liner and I love it. I have this on as my cheek highlight. This is gorgeous as a cheek highlight. Oh my goodness. So, so pretty. So I did all matte looks with this palette, love it. And then these metallic shades are just incredible. So I did looks with those as well. So I mean, just all of it. I love all of this palette. It's so good. The formula is incredible. I love the colors in it. This is just a palette that I could leave out on my vanity and just absolutely love it. Oh, this swatch is looking goofy because I used an oil makeup remover to get off those other swatches. That's not a good swatch. It looks like it's patchy, and it's not at all. Hang on. Like, look at this. That's not patchy at all, and it's looking patchy in the swatch. So if it looks patchy in the swatch, it's not. It's really good. It's getting stuck on oil cleanser. There it is right there. So pretty. The metallics are just intensely pigmented. They're that thicker kind of formula that is just so richly pigmented. You don't even need to like spray your brush with a setting spray. I do still sometimes just because for fun, but you can see it there. You don't need it. I mean, you can just do a little light dusting. I mean, just, you can see it on my cheekbones. Just a little light dusting of it, and you get just this gorgeous light catching glow. I love this palette so much. And that right there is like so fall and gorgeous. I mean, but just all of them. All of them are amazing. Just whatever you want to do. I mean, it's so good. But you have to like warm tone palettes because this is very warm toned. But it's amazing. And then I have the very lightest color on as my inner corner highlight, and it's amazing. It's just like icy kind of color. Just icy. I don't know how else I would describe that other than icy. It's so good. Then a single shadow. So this beautiful metallic-y shade on my lid is this right here. We need to talk about packaging on it though. So that'll be a little side conversation, but this is the RMS eye lights, and this is in Halo. Oh my goodness. It is this just most beautiful, I don't know how would describe it, like a metallic-y rosy sort of a shade. It's gorgeous. Y'all know I love a metallic shadow, like a pressed pigment or a liquid shadow or whatever. I just love it. Now this packaging, this is user error. So just don't be like me and smush the side of it accidentally, because then every time you open it, the product is going to instantly start squishing out of it and you're going to waste product, which is like, this is way too much to swatch it for you. So, I mean, I'm like, no, such a bummer. So don't smush the side of it. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, like I said, it's user error, but I do wish it just had a bit more structure to it or something where I couldn't have, you know, messed it up like that. I tried to put it in another little container to kind of not waste it. Like I took the product that had squished out and put it in another container, but it started to dry up. So that didn't really work. So yeah, but you can see where I smushed it on the side. It's just like it's pushing out the product. I mean, there's just not enough space for it. So that's what's happening. So don't do that. Be really careful with it, but it is gorgeous. I mean, I definitely am tempted to get other colors because this is amazing. It is richly pigmented. Yeah, it's almost like a purpley, like a purpley taupey rose or something. But yeah, it's super pigmented, so that is full on, and then this is kind of diffused and blended out a little bit, so you can kind of diffuse it and get a little bit more of like a light catching metallic-y sparkle or something. It is just beautiful. There are different color options and I'm just really tempted by them. I say shimmery, but really I don't see shimmer in it. It's just metallic, but just really light catching. So yeah, if you don't like shimmer, but you like metallic, I think you would like it, like this. At least this one. This is the only one that I have so far, but it's amazing. It is really, really gorgeous. I'm very impressed. I wish this were maybe a little bit different, the packaging. Then for blush, it's just kind of been an afterthought. I mean, I'm really kind of more focusing on the eyes and lip color. So, I say afterthought, but really it's just that I love this blush. I keep grabbing for it. I just feel like it's one of my top favorite blushes now, the Almay Healthy Hue blush in Nearly Nude. I mean, I've talked about it so many times. I'm not even going to go into it. I'll just give you a quick little look at it. There it is. But really on my cheeks is the best kind of example of it. Do I have a brush hair on my face? I think I have a brush hair on my face. Maybe. Who knows? But it's this beautiful, glowy, warm, nude, neutral kind of color. It's just an amazing formula. It looks so flattering on the cheeks. I feel like it goes with almost everything. It's just so good. So, I mean, I love it. I say it's kind of an afterthought, but really I would just want to keep wearing this blush. So that's my blush favorite. Then for lip color, I had already filmed my fall lip color video when I got this. Otherwise, I would have included it because this is so pretty. I found this randomly on Amazon. This is from the brand I'm Meme. And this says it is the, mystery, I guess, mystery blur tint, I think is what it's called. Here is the box, and it says this one is Mystery Persimmon, I guess is the color name, 009, and it says mysterious color that makes my mood and moment. Okay, so I have this on right now and I love it. It is so perfect for fall. I do really like the packaging on it. It's kind of that, I don't know, matte, what do you call this? Matte, I don't know. What do you call this? Oh, I can't think of the word. But anyway, whatever this is called is what it looks like. And I like that it matches the color inside. It is a doe foot applicator on it. So there's the applicator. Formula-wise, this is that moussey kind of liquid lipstick. It never fully sets down, so it's definitely way more comfortable than most liquid lipsticks. Y'all know I'm really not that into liquid lipsticks. I wear them sometimes. I don't hate them. I mean, I like them fine, but they're just not my go-to lip colors. I'm more into just regular matte lipsticks and really this kind of moussey texture. I really, really like a liquid lipstick that has this kind of a texture where it doesn't set down fully. It never becomes fully matte. It still can kind of move, but really stays for the most part, and then just stays a lot more comfortable. Is this not the most beautiful rusty orangey shade? It's gorgeous. I feel like it looks pretty flattering on the lips. And yeah, it's just overall, I mean, it's not the most comfortable lip formula that I've ever worn, because it does kind of set down to be a little bit more on the dry side, but definitely not ever to the full point of a full-on liquid lipstick. It stays more of that moussey, comfortable texture. I don't really smell a scent, but kind of smells like ingredients or something, but it's really subtle. I have to get my nose right up next to it. I just love it. It's so good. This color, amazing. Definitely want to check out. Okay guys, so those are all my favorites and my kind of semi-fooey. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you've been loving or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!